I know. I'm a bit late this time. It's kind of mid-January, somewhat. But here, let's talk about empties and decluttered makeup, not only from December this time. I have my trusty MacBook over here because I am going to talk about all the makeup that I finished and all the makeup that I decluttered in 2023 in plain numbers. I'm not going to review everything. We're not doing that here. But before we head into this, let's talk about the stuff that I used up and decluttered in December. Since this is a lot of stuff, I don't have a particular order. I just grab them as they are here in front of me and just talk about them. So the first thing that I used up is another one of my beloved Batiste dry shampoo. I will never stop using them. I just love them. They're perfect. This is the Fenty Skin, how is it called? Somewhat cleanser. The Total Cleanser. And I call this somewhat empty, but it technically isn't because I still have product left in here, but I just cannot use this. I don't know if you can tell, this doesn't even come out. And when you first use this, this is quite liquid, but it kind of dried up. Not only because I cut this open, it dried up during using it in the regular way. Because the way you use this, you have a screw thing here, and then you have to, with all the strength that you have, squeeze this out of this tiny hole that, by the way, gets blocked because the rest of the cleanser will dry up in there. I don't know who approved this. It's a nice cleanser, will not repurchase it, not only because of the packaging, but it's not wowing me at all. Then we have the Beauty Bay Skin Hit Protecting Serum. This is not empty at all. I just hate it. I don't want to use it anymore. It does nothing for my skin and it looks yellow. I don't know if you can tell. Why is there now nothing in here? Okay, it is yellow and for whatever reason, all the time when I use this, I expected a citrus scent, but it just doesn't and that makes my brain hurt. I finished my last jar of the Watermelon Glow AHA Night Treatment. I went through 3 or 4 jars of this. I used up 3 or 4 of the previous version. This time I decided to not repurchase this. I do have other night masks that I just want to use up before that. I managed to use 5 sheet masks in December and I just want to use more sheet masks at least once a week. I really enjoyed them all. Of course, when you use them once, you don't see a big of a difference, but I just love the experience of sheet mask. I think it's the first makeup empty now. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is the mini version and was it the white barley one? Yeah, this is the white tea of barley. This is just a special scent that only comes in the holiday sets. I like it. I don't think it's worth to get a holiday set because you get less product for the same price like the big one, but it's fine. I love these. I think my current setting spray is actually a bit better than this, but I will talk about this when this is empty. But so far I do have a couple backups of this because it's a really good setting spray. Let's call this empty. It's one of the Beauty Bakery sponges. I don't think there is something special. I don't like them as much. I want to use the ones that I have because I bought them in the egg carton 6-pack and once they're empty, I will definitely go back to Real Techniques. A skincare empty, and if you have seen my Instagram posts about unboxing the Beauty Bag calendar, I think this motherfucker retails for 58 euro or 48. This is a fucking expensive sample of a Barbara Storm serum. I would never buy this, and to be honest, the ordinary hyaluronic acid serum felt the exact same. Nothing special. I have a very empty Supergoop glow screen. I do cut them open. The remaining cream that is in here kind of dried up so I can't use it anymore. But I think this is the second one that I went through. This is a very unusual declutter. This is the Ghost Face Black Cherry Lip Mask. And the reason for this being decluttered is very simple. Or do I want to declutter this? Never mind, change my mind, I keep this. But why wanted I to declutter it? Because this is a tinted lip mask and I don't get it. Why do you tint a lip mask? I would probably use it at night, so maybe when nobody's watching, you know? Okay, I give it one more go. Then we have a mini of the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes Mascara. This lasted me 3 uses because this is so old that it actually dried up inside here. So It's empty because I can't use it anymore. I do have a big one open currently, but spoiler alert, I kind of fell out of love with this. Another powder empty, and I talked about this in my powder ranking or declutter. I think in my declutter I said that I want to form a opinion on this, and actually I formed my opinion. I used it up completely, but in the end I mainly used it to set my primer for the eyes. This is not a powder I would purchase. I don't think this is a good powder. I don't know, it's in the lower end of mediocreness. It's the Vive Modern Radiance, no, Modern Powder Perfector, not Modern Radiance. Just don't like it. I finished my Echo Soul lip oil, and this to me is the perfect dupe for the Fenty lip oil that everybody loves, but way more affordable than Fenty. You can get Echo Soul on YesStyle. If you want to get it, you can use my code Allegram10 to save some money on this. Speaking of lip oil, I also finished one of the Cherry Treat lip oils, and I actually opened this in December and finished this in December because my lips were so dry from the cold that I had. It was insane. I finally decided to let go of the Pat McGrath Artistry wand. I wanted to love this over a year now. I just think this is a bullshit product. The Too Faced Better Than Sex Foreplay Mascara Primer wowed me from the first usage on, but it went downhill afterwards. This got so motherfucking dry that I ripped off some lashes while applying this. It is not a good one. It looks good for the first 2 uses, but then it's just way too dry. And I also used up one MAC Stack mascara. This is the second one I went through, and I actually have a mini in a backup. It's a beautiful mascara. It's the best MAC ever released. I do have one big bottle empty Grande Lash serum. This is, I think, the 3-month supply. Is it? Yeah, the 2 milliliter I think is supposed to last 3 months. This lasted me, I don't know, 9 or 10 months. I go through one big of these once a year. You don't need that much of it. Like, I don't know why people go through this every 3 months. This is the Kinship Super Melt. This was also in the Cult Beauty Advent Calendar, and I actually used this up together with the lip oil because my lips just were so cracked and dry. I needed some severe help. It is a good one. To be honest, I think it was not very fair of mine to test this during a time where my lips were just hanging in bloody pieces. Overall, I like this, but from my experience now in this very rough time, I would not repurchase. Yeah, this is the Glow Recipe Blur Drops thing, and I think a lot of people pointed that out already. The packaging is just, no, it's horrendous. This printed logo comes off after a couple uses and everything is white. You have white specks everywhere in the bathroom. I need to cut this open because of the shape of this. It does not come out when it reached like a certain level inside here. It's fine to me. I do cut open skincare all the time to get the most out of it. It's lovely though. It's my second bottle. The third one is in the bathroom. I let go of this glitter glue. There is technically still stuff inside here, but I have a feeling that my eyelids were a bit red after using this, so I guess it kind of is not good anymore. See, this by the way is what preservatives do to products. They make products last very, very long. Unfortunately, this is not available anymore. I emptied the NARS concealer. I don't know, I think in my last empty we talked about this, or somewhere in the video I mentioned that this will be empty in December, and it is. I'm not repurchasing this for now because I do have other concealers for spot concealing that I want to empty first, but once the last one is empty, I will go back to this because this is the best one. So this is a declutter. This is the Elemis Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer. This is awful. I used to like this. And then I had one, I think I had a mini or so from a beauty box, tried it, loved it, forgot about it. And this was part of one of the Cult Beauty edits. I don't know, the skincare edit, the makeup edit, whatever, one of those like curated boxes. And I was like, ooh, cool, let's try this again. No. This pills immediately. Like, I could apply this now on my bare hand, wait a second, rub over it, and it would pill. I don't know what's in here, but it just does not vibe with me. I used up a tiny tobacco multi-ceramide cream. Felt nice, but you know, what can you say from a small pack? I used up my second tube of the Inkyless Retinol Serum. This, to be honest, is a perfect dupe for the Paula's Choice one. Why should I spend €65 on the Paula's Choice 1% Retinol Serum when I can use the Inkyless one too? It has literally the same ingredient here, 1% retinol. This is actually a declutter. This is the Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Precision pencil that came out with her brow collection somewhat last year. I absolutely hate this brow pencil. It might works fine the first couple times, but the more you use it, the weirder it gets. It's like slimy. I don't know what people love about this. Rare Beauty brow stuff so far has all been a fail to me. Then we have the ABH Brow Pen. This is empty. This is this like felt tip liner that you just flick on stuff. It dried out. I barely used it. I'm not the targeted audience for a product like that. And last but not least, we have a declutter. This is so sad. This survived actually my December declutter, and I said in the video, yeah, I'm give it some more tries and decide whether I want to keep it or not, because the shade is a bit off. You can probably tell it's way too yellow. And then I used it and it just smelled like old fish. Oh, that turned bad on me. But say is clean beauty. Again, preservatives are friends, not foes. Very sad, because I actually really like the finish, but because of this going bad so fast, I bought this in spring this year, but because of that, I will definitely not repurchase this. Now let's talk about numbers of 2023. Let's start with the declutters, because I was very ruthless decluttering. I decluttered a lot of stuff. I tested a lot of stuff. And in total, I decluttered 116 makeup items this year that were worth €3,924.35. This is a lot of money. That means the average worth of a product I decluttered was around 33 to 34 euros. It is a lot of money. This is just something I want to be better in 2023, because I don't want to buy stuff that I expect to declutter, or I just want to make sure that I stay in my 14 days of I can send it back time. But I want to in general be just more mindful with purchases. I'm currently on a no buy anyway, so until March 31st, there's not a lot of new stuff coming in. I said it already in a video that I do allow like gifts and gift card and stuff, but nothing I actively buy myself. Let's talk now about the used up count, and since I do track everything, I can just happily read it off here. So let's start with primer, and this does mix eye primer and face primer. We have 5. We have 8 setting sprays, 1 foundation. Yes, I used up a foundation. 3 concealers, 3 face powders, 2 under eye setting powders. Now we have a lot of zeros. No powder blush, no cream blush, no bronzer, neither cream nor powder. No powder highlight, but I used up 1 cream highlight. I didn't use up any like eyeshadow or eyeliners, but I went through 20 mascara. 20 different mascara I used up. And I do not put away mascara after 3 months or so, because I don't care. I used them up. Like, I used them until I have to scrape it out. But you know, I'm a mascara whore. I do layer them. I, on an average day, use 3 to 4 different mascaras. That's how I manage to do this. I use 12 different products for my brows completely up. That includes brow pencil, brow gels and stuff. I think mostly it's brow gel in here. Then we have 1 lip liner, 4 lipsticks, and 0 lip glosses. Just pause the video and write down in the comments, what do you think these in total 60 use up items are worth? I actually can't believe it's that much of money, but it's €1,358.17. That means the average worth per item that I used up is 22 to 23 euro. I truly think that tracking this, whether it's decluttered or empty makeup, is very eye-opening. My resolution for 2023, of course, is use up makeup. I want to use it up. And I'm very curious if I can go past the 60, maybe 70 items. Is that too much to ask for? I know it's very easy with my habits of brows and mascara and stuff, but I think that way it's very easy to reach that goal. And let's just say I want to use up 70 in this year. And when it comes to the declutters, I don't want to have that much. I don't want to have that high of a number. I actually don't want to go over maybe 70. No, that's way too high. Let's set the goal of cutting the numbers of declutters at least in half. So less than 50. I think that's a good thing to do for somebody who tries to do makeup online. Let me know, do you track your empties and shit? Do you know what you used up? Are you aware of the money that you maybe decluttered? Let us know down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And oh, before we end the video, one question. Do you still want to have these monthly empties, or just maybe every 3 months or so? Or maybe just an end of year empty, which actually is not my preferred thing, because I then would have to keep the empty stuff for a whole year, which I don't want to do. I'm also thinking about not including skincare anymore, so just the makeup empty, and then every 3 months would make totally sense. What are your opinions on that? Let me know. And as I said, don't forget to subscribe and all that stuff, and hopefully I can see you in the next one.